A Louisiana bull rider survived a freak accident in a rodeo in Palmetto. Joining us live now to talk about this is Kimberly Kuizon, a Sarasota Manatee Bureau reporter for Fox 13 Tampa. Kimberly, good afternoon to you. We appreciate you joining us here on Florida Live.
Good afternoon. How are you guys doing today?
Doing all right, thank you. So this is a fascinating story. I know it's been getting a lot of attention online, and you had the chance to speak to this man who was injured. Can you just kind of set things up for us as far as what happened?
Sure. So Zach Naegele has been riding bulls for a very long time at this point. He's been riding them since he was a teenager. He was down here in Palmetto participating in this bull riding competition. He's been down here before. He's actually won this competition in the past. And as you can see, that's the video right there. As he was riding the bull, it happens within a split second. The bull's horn went up underneath his helmet, and really it just cut open his neck. It's a pretty big gash right there. He started holding it. They brought him over to a medic tent. The medics that were on site were with Manatee County's search and rescue medical team. And they said that they saw some blood on him. They didn't know exactly what was going on, but when they got to him, they just saw blood pouring out of the wound. So they immediately packed it with some gauze. They started the technique that's called stop the bleed. And they say that that really contributed to saving his life. One of the young paramedics, Max Pollock, actually held his hand with the gauze just right on there. And a couple other volunteers with the medical unit helped out as well. Timing was everything, and especially the location right here. They were right across the street from also a fire department where there's an ambulance based, and they were able to take him right to the hospital. He went right into emergency surgery, and everyone is just saying at this point in time that Zach is so lucky to be alive.
And he told you he didn't even really realize how bad it was or what had happened at first.
Yeah, no, he said that he didn't know what had happened. He thought that maybe he broke his jaw. He said that he felt the snap of it, and he said, okay, maybe my jaw is broken. And then he started to feel the blood, and he said, this isn't good. He said as he was in that ambulance being taken to the hospital, he could start to feel himself actually fading away. He thought that he was going to die. He said the paramedics stuck with him, just kept him awake, alert, kept him talking to him. And he just says that this is really an act of God. He believes that all those people were in the right place at the right time, that they all knew their training. And he just really credits God and the paramedics and all the first responders that were there for him from the rodeo to the hospital.
So how's he doing now?
So he's actually doing good. So he checked himself out of the hospital and drove back up to Louisiana, and that's where he's at home continuing to recover. He went back in for another surgery in Louisiana, and he has continued doctor's checkups. It's going to be a little bit of time before he's able to get back on a bull, but really that is his main end goal. He wants to keep bull riding. He has not made it to the professionals yet, still on some of the lower I don't want to call it lower levels of bull riding, but he wants to eventually make it to the pro circuit for bull riding.
When he told you that his goal is to get back on top of a bull, what was your reaction to that?
My reaction to just talking to Zach, it's in his blood. He's told me that the whole bull riding community has become part of his family. He said that those are really the people. He says that he has a lot of moms and dads in the bull riding community. He's taken on some kids himself that he's mentoring and teaching the sport to as well. So it doesn't shock me because Zach, it's in his blood, it's in his DNA, and it's something he wants to continue to do.
And so what's next on this road to recovery for him?
So it's just continued doctor's checkups. And as you can see right there, the one interview I did with him, you can just see the gouge that he had where the bull cut him right there. But he said it's going to be continued doctor's visits, potentially maybe some more surgeries, but just really those doctor checkups, making sure he's okay, making sure everything is going smoothly with his recovery.
Gosh, a terrifying incident to happen. Certainly thankful that those first responders were there, that they were able to help and everything, because this could have been a whole lot worse.
It really could have been. And that's what the first responders were talking about, the stop the bleed technique. That's just applying pressure right away, making sure that if somebody has a major cut, major wound, that they're able to stop that bleed. And Zach even said that maybe his story will help others, from little kids to older adults, just seeing that this technique could help save a life, and it saved his.
Yeah, well said. Kimberly Kuizon with Fox 13 Tampa. We really appreciate you joining us here on Florida Live this afternoon.
Thank you. Talk to you next time.